Hi there, my friends. Welcome again to Indian Story Read Along. Today's story is from Jataka Tales. Jataka Tales is this collection of stories that always has morals in there, or you kind of see the characters of the stories and you can obviously see who's a good guy and who's the bad guy, and you learn things from them. And they always have animals in them, and the way that they have been illustrated in Amar Chitra Katha, which is where we're going to read from today, it's really funny and cute because they have all of these animals doing human things, and that's my favorite part of it. Like when you look at the pictures, this deer is like cooking out of a pot, right? This guy has a mug, he has some coffee, and so like that's not what animals do. But anyways, this story is called the Banyan Deer. Deer stories and antelope stories are a big thing in Jataka Tales. Also, there's monkey stories, there's bird stories, there's elephant stories. Today we're going to read about deer. Okay, so the Banyan Deer. In two different parts of a forest lived two handsome golden stags. A stag is a male deer. One was called the Banyan Deer and the other the Branch Deer. Each had a herd of its own. Now, the king of Varanasi is, all of these stories I found in Panchatantra, which is another collection of stories, and Jataka, they take place up north near the holy city of Kashi. And the bigger city is actually Varanasi, and Kashi is a tiny part of it. And it was a very ancient city as well, probably arguably one of the most ancient cities in India. Now, and also one of the most beautiful. Now, the king of Varanasi was very fond of hunting deer, and in his love of it, he disturbed all his townfolk. Not cool. He's, come on everyone, let's go on a hunt. And everyone's just like, oh God, I have to cook. I gotta clean. Not today, buddy. But they had to. Like, it's the king, right? One day, the people got together and they hit upon a plan. Let us chase all the deer into the king's garden. Then he will not disturb us at odd hours to go into the forest. They gathered sticks, pots, pans, and anything that made a noise to drive the deer into the garden. The next day, they surrounded the forest and chased all the deer into the king's garden. There, now he will not disturb us with so many deer so near him. Bang, bang, clang, clang. Poor things. They shouldn't be disturbed like that at all. And here's the other thing. Like, I'm fine with people hunting deer and animals and stuff if they need to eat them, and if they need to like use all of the skins for clothing and stuff. That's how indigenous people have been doing things for centuries, and that is fine. But in here, I don't know if the king was going to eat these deer. If he was hunting them so often, he was planning to just do it for fun. Just sport hunting, which is awful. A few townsmen went to the king. Sir, you distract us from work when you go hunting, so we have driven all the deer into your garden. Shoot them whenever you wish. Ugh. And so the king would go out and shoot deer now and again. I must warn my men to leave the golden stags alone. Why? Because he wanted to shoot them? Sometimes the head cook would accompany him on the hunt. Well, who knows? Maybe he was cooking them, but I don't know. Oh, so anyways, there goes the cook. He goes, look, my lord, there goes a plump one. And then the king says, not him, he is a golden stag. And so this was the Banyan Deer and or the Branch Deer. But the deer were being slain, killed in such large numbers that the Banyan Deer decided to do something about it. So he's talking to the Branch Deer. My friend, our deer cannot escape death, but let them not be killed needlessly. We will send them to the block by turns, one from my herd and one from yours each day. And does this remind you of another story I know we read on this channel, but like a famous Panchatantra story about that crazy lion who was terrorizing the forest, and then all the animals got together and they're like, look, just so you don't go killing all of us on any particular day and it's a huge surprise and a lot of us die, we will send somebody to your cave every day. And then this one rabbit tricked the guy, the lion, and made him fall into a well. And that's how they got rid of that guy. So this is a lot like that. Like they're volunteering sacrifices in order to not all be killed. In this way, the deer whose turn it was would go to the block and wait up for the cook to take him away. Poor thing, look, it's crying and everything. This is a nice plump one today, says the cook. One day, it was the lot of a doe who was about to be a mother. She went to the branch deer. So she's pregnant. And she says, "My lord, let me escape this time. When I have had my little one, there will be two of us to go to the block." Oh, that's heartbreaking. And then the branch deer says, No, I cannot do this. Go away. Oh. So she went to the banyan deer and told him her story. And then he says, "Very well, you don't go this time. I will do something about it." He himself went to the block that day. And remember, the king was all like, okay, don't kill the golden stags, don't kill the golden stags. But here, golden stag is offering himself up. When the cook came along, he was surprised to see one of the golden deer at the block. Oh, I must turn back and tell the king, he's thinking. When the king heard the news, he was surprised. He rushed to the spot. And he says, "Why are you here? You are free to live." I don't understand. I just don't understand this guy. Like, he's just a pain to everyone around him, this king. I'm sick of him. I just started reading this story. Anyway, Your Majesty, a doe, so the banyan deer is saying to him, "Your Majesty, a doe who was about to become a mother came to me and asked to be spared. I have come in her place. Please spare her." The king was astounded at such love. He was deeply moved. He turned to the banyan deer. "Both of you shall live. You deserve it." And then the banyan deer, good, he takes this next step. "If you can spare our lives, can't you spare the lives of all the deer, Your Majesty?" And then he's like, "Oh, wow, this never occurred to me. I will. Oh, what an idea. Oh, my Lord." It's very rare that a character annoys me this much in any story. And so the banyan deer says, "And couldn't you spare the lives of all the creatures in the forest, Your Majesty?" The king thought for a while and then, "All right, from this day there shall be no hunting or killing of any kind in my kingdom." And so all the animals in the forest lived in peace and harmony for a long time to come. The end, at least until the next king. So this was our story from Jataka Tales. I still have more. I think I have another book of like extended Jataka Tales or something. I have to go look. But if you want more stories like this, then join us again on this channel, Indian Story Read Along. Okay, we'll see you next time.